Hello. I'd like to welcome you to the latest version of my vlog, Human Spaghetti Sauce, aka Cannibal Bolognese. For today's episode, the name from the box shall be Unremarkable Bill. That's Unremarkable Bill. Now, if you've been watching these videos, which I know isn't a great many people, but, I appreciate every view I do get. I'll say that right now. Anyone who does watch regularly, thank you. I know there's not many of you, but it is appreciated. Anyway, as you've watched these videos, you may have noticed that every time I give you a name, it ends in Bill. It's some kind of adjective in the name Bill. This is because my name actually is Bill. Well, technically it's William. Bill is short for William for some reason. I don't know. But I do go by Bill, or, well, for most of my life I went by Billy, which is just, Bill with an E sound on the end. If it's Bill E or Bill Lee, I don't know. I've only gone by it for most of my life. But the fact is, I'm Bill, and I'm black. Now, does that matter? It shouldn't. And if you hear that chorus, it's my wife putting my daughter to sleep. And you might be thinking, oh, you're not a very good dad. You didn't put her to sleep. I tried 4 times, and she woke up every time she hit the crib. So we're just going to let the expert deal with it right now. Anyway, I'm just going to tell a few stories of where people had difficulty in remembering that my name was Bill, despite the fact that I told them that. And it's not that these people are bad with names, it's just they consistently would call me Will for some reason. And the only reason I could really think is because normally when you meet someone named Bill, they're a white guy. So, the first story, this was actually, I went to an amusement park. I was meeting a girl there because, sometimes I used to date. That's how I met my wife. So anyway, I met a girl there, and I told her, oh, my name's Billy. She's like, well, I'm going to call you Will, because I like that better. She's a white girl, and she's just like, wanted to call me Will instead. Okay, this is, it's just one incident. Another story. I was in a car accident, so I had to go see a chiropractor, and the massage therapist who worked there were like, well, what's your name? And I was like, well, my name is Bill. And the girl, also white girl, kind of looked at me and just kind of frowned and went, you should go by Will. Like, Bill's like my dad's name. Yet again, just people giving me input on my name that I didn't ask for. Third instance, that's 3 fingers, not 4. Third instance, I was working in a factory. Which, okay, maybe the guy who was mixing my name up didn't hear me, except I was in his office, and his office was soundproof, and he was the safety guy. And I was like, oh yeah, Bill. He's like, Will, Bill, Will, Bill, Will. And he just called me Will until he got fired. We got bought out. They didn't want a safety guy anymore. And I mean, I still liked him. It would have been nice if he stayed. Like, it kind of tells you how the company that bought us out felt about safety when they fired the safety guy. But the fact of the matter is, he never called me Bill, always Will, despite having introduced myself as Bill. Fourth story, there's a coworker where I work now who has called me Will. I was introduced as Bill. Not only did I introduce myself as Bill, I was introduced when I changed shifts to first shift from third shift by our manager, lead, as Bill. This guy still called me Will. And the awkward part is, I forgot his name after I met him. So, I didn't want to correct him. But anyway, he doesn't work with me anymore. He still works for the company, but they moved him someplace else. However, he does live in my town, which is a very tiny town in Iowa. So the possibility of me running into him aren't 0. Or actually far above 0. So I am somewhat fearful of meeting him when I'm, say, with my wife, and him and me trying to introduce him and just being like, I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. But I have the perfect response, because if I say I don't remember your name, sorry, if he says something like, Will, you don't know my name? And I'll be like, ha, well, neither do you. You don't know my name because I'm Bill, not Will. Anyway, that's the story of being a black Bill, which is oddly, specifically, a hard thing to be unless, you're a comedian who has done horrible things to women and is somehow not in prison right now, even though that's clearly where he belongs. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. So, moving on. I showed you this before, the block of wood that I'm attempting to turn into a horn. As you can see, that end is a little bit bigger. And I got this knife here, and as I said before, I know it's not the right kind of knife, but it's what I got and what I could afford. So I'm going to do a bit of whittling here, which, like I said, my name is William, so I guess you can call me a Whittling William, to get some of this wood out. So eventually, I can toot my horn. Get it? I can toot my own horn, because I literally made the horn. I'm so funny. You can tell I'm really funny because I have to tell people that I am. Oh my gosh, I just broke the knife. That's hilarious. Alright, let's see if we can do this without breaking it. Further. Like I said, I can't really blame them for it not wanting to work properly. Literally not what it's made to do. So I can't even really say it's not working properly. For all intents and purposes, it is working properly. It's just not being used properly. It's being utilized improperly by an idiot. I got a different one. Same kind of cut. Curvy cut knife. I'll be more careful. Just whittling away, cause I'm Whittling William, and my name is Bill. And if I keep saying my name is William, it's going to justify people calling me Will instead of Bill. But it's not. My name is Bill, that's what I go by. But you can call me Whittling William for this segment of the video. Which you're probably clicking off of, because why would you just watch this guy doing this in his basement? Though I have seen some weird videos on YouTube, people doing some weird stuff. And, I've seen them. I kept watching, despite the fact that I clearly should not have. I just couldn't look away. I guess that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the can't look away factor. Like, oh man, these guys' videos are a train wreck. And just like a train wreck, I can't look away. Until I see something I shouldn't have seen, and I feel horrible. But it's too late. It's etched in my memory and part of my life forever. Oh why, my hubris. I was such a fool indeed. A fool, but my foolishness cannot be undone. This is etched into my memory. Wouldn't it be hilarious if I cut off my finger? It wouldn't be hilarious for me, but that would be a pretty funny end to the video. It's like, oh dang, guy was just whittling away, cut off his finger because he has no idea what he's doing. Still kind of funny I broke my knife, honestly. You can use cheap tools, you get bad results. Some of these knives I literally got at the Dollar Tree. They were $1. Didn't want to invest a bunch of money in what is sure to be a temporary hobby. Oh, by the way, I am working on another video series eventually called Dinosaurs in Space. It's going to be neat. I got to build the sets. It's going to be about dinosaurs and all up in that space. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and hopefully I will see you again. Bye-bye.